Hello and welcome back. It is going to change slightly. Now, this was a poorly timed recording. I was supposed to record the first little bit of practice. However, I was too late. Too late? What do you mean? You're just starting the season. Well, as you'll notice, I'm doing Grand Prix mode. Also notice that I kind of forgot the sprint. My bad. Well, season 3. The car is undrivable. I'm just going to put it out there. I can't brake. And I don't care what you say. Yes, I chose this team, but I didn't choose the upgrades. I did not know that the brakes were going to be this bad. So I did practice and I was like, no, I can't drive this. That's why this video is called I Can't Drive This Car. However, you won't know that because it'll be edited and it'll be named episode 53. But as you see, you can see me going through all the settings and I had already recorded it, also there's no point skipping it now. So, you see all this, proof that it's on 59 AI still. Just making sure we have the right tyre allocation. Practice is not there for now because I'm getting rid of it whilst it's I don't need it. I need to hurry up because this is going to end in a minute. Yeah, Grand Prix mode, car undrivable. Everything else is the exact same. I'm already just going to say it in qualifying anyway, so might as well just let that person talk. So, yeah, I'll also go through a little bit of the chat. Alright, here we go. Like I already said, due to the drivability of the Alpine in the first season of career mode and the switched Grand Prix mode, everyone had equal cars, so there's more emphasis on the driver as it should be, and like it is in the feeder series for F1, which I should have thought more about before jumping to career mode. Yes, no grid penalties and engine failures, but I cannot do anything about that. Maybe leave it to random numbers, but I'll think about it. I haven't thought about it, by the way. I'm at round Saturday will be round 9, and I haven't thought about it. On the contrary, Q1 is something I will not be thinking long about, as after the first run, I kind of forgot how much quicker than 59 AI I should be, and the stupid pop-up. The 1.582 second advantage over Verstappen in second place caught me by some surprise. All 3 purples and a clear margin except for sector 3. This is just a straight though, so there's a 1/10 gap. After the session, the AI did improve slightly, but not even enough to break the 1 second gap to me, and I was 1.138 seconds clear of Russell in second place. Qualifying 2, I was obviously less surprised after I saw the 1.323 second gap to Leclerc in second place. I still had all 3 purples, but with a clear advantage. After the session, the AI improved their lap times, and Verstappen moved back into second place, but not within a second. 1.157 seconds behind me. Qualifying 3 was more of the same, and I was first 1.694 seconds ahead of Verstappen with the 3 purple sectors. After the session, Max stayed second but improved his gap, 1.309 seconds behind me this time. Now quickly, the race highlights. My highlights have been already pre-recorded when I did the highlights, so it matches up a little bit nicer because I can't commentate. And the game highlights will be used at the end of the video like they used to be, with some music playing in the background. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know. Yeah, I prefer making them like this. I can't do documentary and commentary style. So, yeah. Feedback is welcomed. Well, feedback is welcome, please.
Welcome along then to race day at what we hope will be another thrilling Formula One Grand Prix. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Esteban Ocon yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Russell, Hamilton, Albon, Bottas, and Fernando Alonso, Perez, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly, and Zhou, Tsunoda, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and Mick Schumacher. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Latifi and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit different this time. We're going to be voicing over and saying my thoughts from there. Highlights, begin. Oh no, these are the highlights. Replay, that's what we want. Here we go. Lando gets to an okay start. Third Verstappen. Lando actually gets ahead of Verstappen. He just dive bombed me. There's probably a little bit of contact there. A fairly easy start. And end of sector 1. A little bit of wheel spin, but it was alright once we got to second. Less power from the engines, better. Heading into turn 1, Verstappen then dives me. A little bit of contact. No front wing damage, right? No, I can't tell. Doesn't seem to be any. And then we'll go on board Lando. Should have done that anyway. They ripped the hell out of the engine. And then they turned to get rid of the wheel spin. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, Max could have been a little bit more on the inside there when we made contact, so... I mean, it's not like heavy collision, so it's fine to be just a racing incident. I need to jot down when I made contact, when I span. What was that music? It's the F1 theme, but like, well, I'm not going to say if the FIA became a villain because they already are. 28. Uh, 43. Yeah, towards the end of the race, I decided to push the brake limits, so the target became 34s instead of 35s. I got. So first off was lap 8 for me. Oh yeah. Where's... Okay. That's that one. And there's that one. Oh yeah, I accidentally hit my controller, that's what happened. Yeah, no biggie. Oh, this is a dumb camera. It's the 360 camera, but you can't actually spin it round. And lap 16. What do I do now? Was this when I span? Yeah, it was. Okay, so... Where's the next break? Okay, so that one. There's the next one. There. Okay, cool. Is that the next one before? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I'm not going to edit it all. Yeah, just got on the curb and decided to go visit Grosjean's fuel cap. I wonder how much carbon fibre is still there actually. Then lap 28 was next. Well, technically lap 24. Yeah, I prefer doing it like this. I'm not commentating type. I'm not energetic enough to commentate. Okay, cool. I bet you there's someone out there that's memorized. Oh, wrong lap. I bet you there's someone out there that's memorized all the martial sectors. Because I don't think they change. At least not to my knowledge. There's surely someone out there that has. Anyway, lap 25 we came in for our pit stop. We decided on the medium hard strategy that you would have seen at the beginning, just after the pre-race. Well, as part of the pre-race. And got out in good time. Verstappen deciding to be slow. Although it did become close in this lap with my cold hard tyres. Turn 1, missing the apex. Then that's the end of that. What happened lap 28? When I say I span, I only half span. And it was only twice. So that's good for me. Where was I slow? What did I do? Is it just a slow lap? A second in sector 1. Another second in sector 2. Yeah, it was just a slow lap. Okay. Oh yeah, that was done. Surprised it didn't come up on lap 42. What did I do? Where was it? Ah yeah, it was the final corner. I believe I know where the last one was for. Oh, never mind, it's moved. Where is it? Oh, there's one there. So I tried to get the slipstream from Sonoda, but just went a little bit wide onto the curb. I think at this point I was still trying to push the brake markers, but went a little bit wide and went onto the curb. Unfortunately, Sonoda didn't want to hand the position, he's not handing me anything. He didn't want to get lapped. He had enough of me lapping him, and so I had to overtake. No, never mind. I couldn't overtake him. I was too slow. Okay, that's odd. When did I get him? Oh yeah, I got him into here. Finally. And then lap 48. That lost me a second, I think. 2 seconds. Now this one was a half spin. I know where this one was. I just need to know where the the marshal boards are. That one. Okay, 10 minutes to go. That one, I believe. Oh, there's one on the left. Is that one? Where are you? Yep, this is one. Didn't realise they're that reflective. I went to Silverstone in August. They're not that reflective. Although they are big though. They are big. Yeah, the game is so small. Like, everything looks so much smaller than in real life. These guys' heads need to be bigger. Because this Marshall board is quite the size. Try and go into his vape. No, yeah, he's not having it. Sorry mate, sorry for bothering you. Anyway. Oh, for crying out loud. I don't know what I did. The revs aren't that high. So I must have just exceeded the grip circle. Yeah. Yeah, just went. Oh, wait, no. Whoopsie. Need a final lap. Yeah, oh. I don't know if it's going to help you, but turn 1. This is my brake marker. In this case, it didn't work because I had DRS. No, it didn't. Slipstream and ERS. That's why I went wide. Turn 4. Nope. This little guy. He's my brake marker. It used to be this point, which I would say is 125 meters. In this race, I moved my brake point to here, the end of this white. Why does it look 3D? It's not 3D. It used to be this point, I believe. 50 meters to the corner, I'd say. And then here, this little transition bit here used to be my brake marker. I'd say 100 meters to the corner. That's me. That's my teammate. In this race, I was transitioning to using this transition point as my brake marker. I would say 75 meters, maybe. If that one's 100, this one's got to be 75. And as you can see, it works quite well. Turn 9. Normally, I don't know. Normally I used to brake about here as soon as I touched curb. But in this race, I decided to use this thing. As soon as that went out of my view, I started braking. Nope, never mind, that don't work. That's the exact same brake point. Anyway. 10. Decided to go for the esports map. I'm right on the edge. I'm surprised I didn't get a track limit warning. Why am I leaving? Hello. This used to be my brake marker. Now, this one's a little bit tricky. It's either this change of colour. Well, it's the change of colour in the barrier. It's either this point or this point in the barrier. Basically 75. Which I would say is right there. So yeah, this change of colour start braking. Now the next brake zone was a lot harder. Normally, I start braking now, as soon as this little guy goes out of shot. But I tried doing it when this big chunky boy went out of shot. Didn't always work. I sometimes locked up and went wide. But persistence pays off, and I've found that if you brake in enough times at a point, you will begin to make the corner a lot easier. However, it didn't quite work for this one. This boy, hello, a good old friend, used to be my brake marker. Sometimes, beginning of races, it will be this point, and in the Williams. Then, I'm gonna have to zoom out here. I tried braking at 75. But obviously, there's no markers for 75. And it's this boy here. I forgot the default. Middle of this red bit. However, I think I was trying to brake at this point. For the final lap, I did, however, brake close to the middle of this red bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the middle of this white red bit is this white curb here. One, two, yeah. I decided to start braking at the red because I wasn't making the corner. Almost didn't make it now, but using the curb as the exit, and that is what you get. That gives me my best lap time. So now sector 3 on its own, because that's how I like to finish the races. I don't know why I'm giving you a lap tutorial. My lap ain't the best. It'll give me a 1:33 in the middle of the race though. Well, the end of the race though. In qualifying, I didn't use these brake markers. I used the ones, like I said, I used the 100 for turn. No, I didn't even say what I used for turn 1. Anyway, great start to the season. P1. Can't get much better than that. Turn 1. Let's see if it's going to last until I get there. Normally I start braking at the beginning of the curb there, just after 150. But, so yeah. The ones that I normally used to brake at is where I brake in qualifying. But hopefully next season, with equal cars, brake markers shouldn't be too different, and I will be using them in qualifying if the car wants to. Anyway, that is the end of my highlights. Oh, 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. That's actually a lot shorter than what the previous races have been. Anyway, okay. Over to you later on, Bobby, whatever, I don't know.
So yeah, this bit will still be here. The race was done on 7th of January. I don't know why there was a long pause. So the memory is still a bit hazy. 2 weeks later, on January 31st, is the scripting. Jesus Christ, is it really that long ago I did the scripting? 10 days ago, 10 days later, is the audio, me, yeah, whatever, hi, hello, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. January 31st is when I'm doing the audio voiceover. There we go. However, I have the screenshot proof of the grid slot, and that was purple. How it helped my start? I kept P1 into turn 1. However, Max decided to dive bomb me late, and into turn 1 I had to give him space. There was slight contact, but no damage caused by it. Unlike last season, lap 1 to 8 was uneventful. Lap 8, all that happened was I went slightly wide after I knocked my controller, and it took over for a second and straightened up my steering wheel at turn 9-10. Lap 16 was next. I just hit the curb of turn 3 slightly, and it sent me for a spin, but it was not anything big, and I was able to get away unscathed. Maybe some extra tyre wear and some tyre temperatures. Lap 24, I went slightly wide through turn 13, but it did not give me any damage. Lap 25, I came into the pits for my one pit stop from medium tyres to hard tyres. With my 25 seconds to Max, I came out 2 seconds ahead of him. But even with the tyre warm-up, he never got within DRS. Lap 28, I just had a slow lap below my target time. Lap 42 was up next. This lap was a mistake into turn 14, where I lapped Sonoda, but went slightly wide past the apex and onto the rumble strip, not tumble strip, and allowed Yuki back ahead. So I lost quite a lot of time up to turn 8, where he finally got given and obeyed blue flags. Next was lap 48, when I had a mistake into turn 7, when I hit the apex curb and it spun me a complete 270, helped by my attempt at a save, but it was not a full application mistake. It was not going well, but as it was not a full application mistake, it was not going to be easy to save. Then finally lap 57 at the end of the race. On the highlights I spent about 5 minutes showing my breakpoints, but as I am not the best player, so that doesn't even make sense. As I am not the best player, they are not the best to copy from. But you know, you can help improve my breakpoints if you want. But either way, I came across the line to win the race and start the season strong, unlike previously. And hey, for the first time in a long while, the race voiceover is under 5 minutes. Depending on the length of the game highlights, the music will be already playing or what. I'm not going to do the outro because I have no outro and I don't care about the outro, so I'm just going to say goodbye. Hope you're saying bye as well. Bye. I don't know. I am not used to doing it like this. So yeah, I'm just going to end it here because I'm probably talking quite quiet as well. Anyway, bye.